Good. So let's have a look at the second conditional tense. And we have some sample sentences to look at together. There we go. So, number one, if I had a big garden, I would have 10 dogs. Number two, if I were you, I would go to the doctor. And number three, if you won the lottery, what would you do? Good. Let's have a look at the meanings of those examples. Well, we can see that they are impossible or unlikely situations, and it can be in the present or the future, the result. For example, number one, if I had a big garden, I would have 10 dogs. Well, it's unlikely because I live in a very small apartment. I don't have a garden, and I can't have 10 dogs. How about number two? If I were you, I would go to the doctor. Here, it's also an impossible situation. I'm not you. But we'll see a little bit later that this is a good way to give advice. And number three, an unlikely situation. If you won the lottery, what would you do? Well, winning the lottery is not very common, so unlikely. Let's examine now the structure of the second conditional. And we can say it has two parts. Number one, the condition, and that goes with if plus past simple. And then number two, the second part, is the result. And we use would plus the verb in the infinitive. We can see also that if and would are not friends. They can never be together in the same part of the sentence. If I had a big garden, I would have 10 dogs. Notice also that in the if part of the sentence, we need to have a comma before the second, before the result. Good. Now, how do we use the second conditional? Well, there's three main uses, and we can see them there. Number one, to give advice, and it's a very nice way of doing it. If I were you, I would. Number two, to ask questions, hypothetical questions. What would you do if you won the lottery? Oh, wow, what a question. And number three, to imagine impossible situations. If I had a private jet, I would fly to Las Vegas. Good. So they're the three main uses. Let's have a go and see if we can put it into practice. Okay, we have an example here in Spanish. Can you say it in English? Okay. ¿Qué harías si tuvieras $1,000,000? ¿Qué harías si tuvieras $1,000,000? Can you say it in English? It starts with the question. What would you do if you had $1,000,000? Well done. I'm sure you got it right. Let's try another one. Si tuviera $1,000,000, me compraría un Ferrari. Wow. Can you say that in English? This time starting with if. If I had €1,000,000, I would buy a Ferrari. Well done. Good work.